All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to yet another Lazy Dreamers podcast with your host, Coda 9001.
AAZA921.
Andy Wool Hunter.
Yes, they are back again, and we are the Lazy Dreamers. For today's topic, we are going to do the Legend of Zelda series. Somewhat 25th anniversary edition. We did miss it by about a year, but whatever. Better we do it now than like next year, like we did with Mario. So I guess things we're going to discuss is like, I guess with how we got into the games, our overall like experience with it, what we liked about the games, what we didn't like, and hopefully what we see in the future. So I guess we'll have Warhunter start us off.
Okay.
And yeah, hopefully your audio comes in this time because I know the last podcast you were in, it didn't come in.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but what I'm saying is the recording may not pick it up because I know.
Hold on. We've been recording for a minute now. Actually, seems like it's actually pick up my audio. The bar is just moving around when I'm talking.
Okay, well, yeah, hopefully it comes in this time.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I would hate there be dead silence for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, hopefully it works this time.
Oh, yeah, hopefully. So, anyway, continue.
Okay, Legend of Zelda. I've only played 2 games. The first game is
I can probably guess one of them.
what?
Ocarina of Time.
No.
Oh, wow.
Fuck is wrong with you?
And the hate mail starts against Warhunter now.
Okay, I forget what the Game Boy Pocket game was called, but I played that one and still have it.
I'm gonna guess it's one of the Oracle games, or either that or Link's Awakening.
I think it's Oracle of Time. I forget.
It's Oracle Seasons or Oracle of Ages.
Wait, what's it for?
Game Boy Color.
Game Boy Pocket.
Game Boy Color, Jesus Christ.
Pocket.
Well, actually, it was Color.
God, that's one of those fucking obscure ones that no one really gives a rat's fuck about.
Yet they somehow can make it in the timeline.
Yeah. Anyway,
Which we will discuss towards the end of the podcast.
I love the timeline for that game. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, we'll discuss the timeline once we're done with what I initially had us talk about. So,
Yeah.
Can I continue?
yes,
Yeah,
please do.
go.
Okay. And the other game that I played was The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess for the GameCube.
Yeah, I really like Twilight Princess. It definitely had a different tone to it.
Yeah.
I got bored with it.
You and every other Zelda fan out there.
I don't know.
I'm a true Zelda fan. I actually played through the ending of the game.
Boring at the first temple.
Yeah. I
Like,
mean, we'll
he
get
probably
to the
was
bad
one of the
Zelda
people who got
games
lost
later.
At the Waldo
I
Temple.
wouldn't call it bad.
Anyway, continue, Warhunter.
Okay, what I liked about the games that I played, bit challenging, had to look up things for me to actually do. Legend of Zelda I actually liked because you can change between human and beast form.
That's why.
Yeah, that definitely that was a cool concept.
Yeah.
I mean, I really liked that.
What else? Yeah, there's not really anything that I can say about Legend of Zelda from what I played. Let's see. From the Game Boy Pocket game that I had, the only problem that I had with it was trying to find all the keys that actually worked in each dungeon and such.
Well, I would say that, plus the fact, in order to get the true ending, you have to play both of the Oracle games.
Well, that's it for me.
All right, Aza. Oh wait,
Um,
you forgot to say what you hope to see in the future, Warner.
I have no clue.
Well, do you? Well, I'll get to something we can probably say something about later of something that's possible in the future.
Yeah.
Anyway, Asa, I guess you can start now.
Okay, the first Zelda game I played was A Link to the Past back on the Super NES.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
back in 2D Zelda.
yeah. That was the first one I played. It was a really good game. I loved playing it as a kid. I wasn't very good at it because, again, when I played it, I was like 5. So this goes back like 15, 16 years ago or something.
Yeah,
God, fucking video games make me feel old.
You all old.
we are old, yeah.
No, we're not. We're still young. We're still very young.
Well, we're older than probably most of our viewers, so.
Maybe. But yeah, so that was the first one I played. I didn't play one until Ocarina of Time
Hmm.
on the 64, which again, I was still young because that was only a few years later. And I wasn't very good at it, and I didn't understand a lot of it. It was fun from when I played of it, though. I played Majora's Mask, which, as a kid, befuddled me. I was fucking befuddled with that game because I had no clue what was going on. Even when I tried to play it a couple years later when I wasn't so stupid, it still fucking befuddled me a bit.
Hmm.
If I played it now, I'd probably be able to get it, but I don't want to play it now because it was an interesting game with an interesting concept, but I don't think they did it that well. It was very fucking annoying. Because you would do a bunch of shit, and then you would have to go back in fucking time, and you'd have to redo it again. And it was really, really fucking annoying.
Well, the only really annoying quests are the Anju and Cafe quests, because of the fact that you have to do everything for that twice to get every single item.
Alright, so skip a couple years. Um, the next Legend of Zelda I played was A Link to the Past again, except for the fucking whatever it is, the Game Boy SP or whatever.
Advance.
Yeah, I had the flip version.
Yeah, that was the SP system, but there were no specific Game Boy Advance SP games.
What the fuck ever. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
I played Four Swords on that too, which was it's Link to the Past with fucking 4 links.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, trying to find 4 people for that can get annoying.
yeah. And after that, I played Wind Waker, which was
Raid Waker. I'm sorry, I had to go on that
Wind
one.
Waker.
I'm sorry, I had to go on that one.
Don't be a dick. I have a speech impediment.
So
No, it sounds
I
like you were trying to be.
don't have
It sounds like you were trying to be Asian for a minute.
No, I have a legitimate speech impediment, and there's a lot of words I can't say.
Wow.
Late, all the stress and shit I've been under, it's been fucking me up a lot.
I didn't know. I apologize for that.
It's cool, man. Most people don't know.
Yeah.
I played Wind Waker. That was very cartoony, and I didn't like it.
That was definitely one of the things that turned a lot of Zelda fans away from that game. But I'll get into what I think about that later.
Not that it was a bad game. I'm not a huge fan of the Zelda series, and I've always been too fucking lazy to play them. Because I've never felt like wrapping my brain around the really oddly complex storylines that is in each game. After that, I played Twilight Princess, which, like I said earlier, after the first dungeon, I was so bored with the fucking game, I just never picked it up again. It's not that it was a bad game, it was just that I never went back to it. And after that, I haven't played any since. I like the series. I think it's a good series um, for games in general, but I don't give a rat's ass for it. And
Mm-hmm.
for the future, I don't care because Zelda is just one of those names I hear. I know it's big. I know it's a good game series, but I don't give a shit about it. Kind of like how I don't care much for um shit. I don't know, something else like the Need for Speed franchise. You know, it's a good racing series, but I don't give a shit about it.
Yeah.
Um, that's pretty much where I stand on it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
my brother fucking loves the Zelda games. He's played every single one. I'm pretty sure he's beat almost every single one except maybe Majora's Mask and Wind Waker because they were both really stupid games. um, I'm sorry, I'm eating by the way. I didn't
Yeah,
eat.
it's all right.
No, you guys know. I'm telling the fucking viewers. Fuck you two. I don't care if you two know I'm eating.
Oh,
uh,
I apologize to the viewers though, because I sound like a goddamn pig eating. Um,
it's the internet. I don't think people really care.
well, I don't know if they care, but if they do, I'm apologizing for it because I kind of care. Um,
Okay. Well, at least you're self-conscious about it, so I guess that's good.
yeah, I'm not trying to be a dick. I haven't really eaten today, and I was extremely hungry. Uh,
Understandable.
um, like I was saying, my brother, um, and you guys know, War Hunter and Coda know I have an older brother who's about 28 right now, as of the current podcast date. Um, he is he loves the Zelda series. He actually played and beat Skyward Sword already. Um, he loves the Zelda series. He always invests in it, and for the most part, he's never been let down by it. Like, I mean, he's never played any of the handheld games as far as I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and he's always loved the series. Like, he loved Ocarina of Time. And, you know, I see why. That game is great. I would love to play it one day in, like, an emulator or something. Um, or I would love them to remake it for, like, a console or the computer or something. Because
Yeah.
I don't want to buy a DS and then buy the game. You know, DSs are expensive and I don't have a lot of cash.
Yeah, understandable. I mean, it's also like one thing I want to say real quick. I honestly don't see a point of buying a system just for one or two games.
Yeah, there's
Like,
that too. It's like I don't want a DS other than to play the remake of Ocarina of Time. Well, there's no point in me getting a DS then.
you mean a 3DS because the remakes on the
Whatever,
3DS. Yeah.
whatever. 3DS then.
Well, there are quite a few games that are still worth it, but we'll get to that later.
just
Yeah.
about to change the game, but I'm planning on getting a 360 just to play one game on it.
What game?
The Minecraft 360 edition.
Just
Huh.
play it for the computer. It's better.
Yeah, I played on the computer, but I wanted to try it out on 360.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same fucking thing except you can't mod it.
Yeah. I mean,
Actually, so far, I just watched a podcast from someone else, but they have like different skins than usual.
Oh, so you're just gonna do it for skins? Someone's modded the fucking skins in the game already. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like, Warner, like, that would be, like, me, like, with my reason of, my only reason to ever want to get a PSP is to play Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Like,
I
and
don't
again,
even give a shit about Kingdom Hearts anymore.
and again, it goes back to my earlier point where I don't want to buy an entire system just for one or two games.
Yeah, I mean, you have to buy like 3 fucking systems now if you want to like get the entire full story of Kingdom Hearts now, and it's just like it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
waited
we
like 10 years for fucking Kingdom Hearts 3 to come out. It still hasn't come the fuck out.
well they wanted to make sure it like when it comes to like the main installments, they take their time with it and they
No
make it
shit.
a
They're worse
damn
than
good game.
fucking Valve.
Oh my god, don't even get me started with Valve.
Yeah, but
Long
the
as
Kingdom
they
Hearts
moving out
for
literally.
more of our Kingdom Hearts discussions, we'll post the Kingdom Hearts podcast another time because we did cover that
We
as of
did,
this.
wait, when the fuck did the King cover King?
It was me, Warhunter, and Max that did it.
You fuckers didn't invite me on that. Fuck you guys.
Well, you were busy, so
Oh, was I?
yes, you were.
Yeah, you're probably
When?
hanging out with Pamela Henderson.
What? I did
Oh,
not get that joke because I didn't pay attention.
Pamela Henderson.
Oh,
okay.
that could have been a number of my girlfriends.
Okay. Anyway, do you say what you liked, what you disliked, and what you hope to see in the future?
What I liked, I always liked the fantasy universe, and I liked the idea of puzzles. Although I've never been good at them.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I'm really not that great at puzzle games, and that's a shame because I really like them. Kind of like with fighter games, I love them, but I suck at them.
Yeah.
So it's a love-hate relationship. What I don't like is just the weird, fucked up way that the creators decided to go with the story and the fucking plot line and storyline and story tree and all that shit to the fucking games. And how instead of actually going in the future, they keep just making fucking prequels.
Yeah, like Zelda 2 was like the only time they really went into the future. Like everything else
Yeah.
was pretty much a prequel.
Yeah, Zelda 2 is the end of the series so far.
Yeah, well, we'll get into the timeline thing
It-
after we're done discussing.
It's fucking befuddling is what it is, honestly.
Yep.
It's so complicated. It's worse than fucking Inception.
It's a
Actually,
dream within a dream.
the
Yeah.
Inception,
We'll save the timeline talk for when we actually get to that segment.
yeah.
I,
Some
I
other
would
things.
I would say Mike right now have it up for when we do discuss it, and Speedy will have it up like once we are about to start it.
The Zelda timeline.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll Google it right here.
Yeah. I would go with ZeldaUniverse.net's because that's the only one I know that it has it like as the official one translated.
Zelda.wiki is what I'm gonna use. If it's, I don't know, it's weird. I was just gonna look for an image on it
Mm-hmm.
because I saw a really good image for it before. I could probably just look it up on fucking Reddit. I fucking love Reddit.
Yeah, you pretty much spend your entire time on Reddit.
Who, me?
Yes.
I don't. I mean, I'm on Reddit a lot, but pretty much on my free time. Which
Yeah. Out of all of us in the Lazy Dreamers, you're probably the one that spends a lot of time on Reddit.
Well, if we're doing the Lazy Dreamers, I mean, I'm sitting at my fucking computer anyway, and there's not a lot I can do because it'll fuck with the audio. So I may as well go on Reddit, which is nice and silent.
Okay, point taken. I guess what you hope to see in the future, that's all that's left.
Like I said, I don't give a shit. No, actually, I lied. I would love to see a fucking sequel. I'm tired of these fucking prequels. Though, to be fair, I never actually played Zelda 2. So I don't know
Well,
if they
it's
like.
considered the black sheep of the series, so it's probably may or may not be a good thing that you didn't. So
Yeah, so I don't know how they actually ended it. So I don't know if it was like a good story ending. Like the gameplay may have sucked, but the story may have been really good because there are games like that.
yeah, all I remember from Adventure of Link is that Ganon is dead, and like the goal is for the bad guys to revive Ganon, and which towards the
Again,
end, and sorry for the spoilers for those who haven't played it. Um, but like the final boss is a dark clone of you, which pretty much has the same exact health as you, and is considered one of the hardest bosses in Zelda history. But I did see the Angry Video Game Nerd review the game, and he beat Shadow Link with the freaking Power Glove.
damn.
I am not bullshitting you on this one, and he wasn't even trying. That's what makes it funny.
Okay. Um, I didn't know this was gonna be such a pain in the balls to find.
Uh, anyway, while Aza's searching for
Oh wait, here we go. I found it.
I guess it's my turn to talk about. Let's see. First game I ever played was, and I'm going to be the oddball out on here because, one, I haven't played any handheld ones, and two, my first Zelda game was a 3D Zelda game. Take a wild guess which one.
The 3D Zelda game.
A 3D Zelda game is my first one. Take a wild guess which
Ocarina
one.
of Time. Dude, you know how many fucking 3D Zelda games there are?
Well, yes, it was Ocarina of Time. Because first off, I was like 5, and I had no idea what the hell Zelda was, but I thought it was interesting.
Hey
Yeah,
guys,
we
I
were all
just
about
found out
that.
the name of the Game Boy Pocket game I played. It's called Zelda Link's Awakening.
Link's
Oh,
Awakening?
yeah,
Awakening.
that's the sequel to A Link to the Past.
I know. Uh,
So they technically did make another sequel. It was just a sequel to a prequel.
no, it's not, actually.
Yeah, they confirmed Link's Awakening is a sequel to A Link to the Past.
I'm
Actually,
on
there's
Kotaku now,
in
and,
the picture that I'm looking at,
and
there's a
Link's
game
Awakening
between
is
Link to the
close to the
Past and Link's
beginning.
Awakening.
Oh, wait, you said Link's Awakening is a sequel to what?
A Link to the
The
Past.
Past, right? Okay,
Yes.
yeah, you're right. It's actually a sequel to Oracle's series, or what the fuck
Well,
ever.
well,
Yeah.
Link's Awakening was made before Oracle, so at the time it was a sequel to A Link to the Past.
Link's Awakening. I don't think I ever played this one.
Yeah. Anyway,
Is this a handheld one?
Yeah.
yeah,
Game
it
Boy
is a
Pocket.
handheld one.
Which one? There's a few.
Game Boy
Well,
Pocket.
just Game Boy. Just
Game Boy, Game Boy Color.
Game
Just
Boy
Game Boy.
Pocket.
Well,
I'm
Game Boy
looking-
Pocket's just a
I'm-
smaller
I'm
Game
on
Boy.
Wikipedia right now. It says Game Boy and Game Boy Color, which are the same thing, really, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Well, the Game Boy Color is just the remake of it.
Well, the Game Boy Color is a smaller one that's not built like a brick shithouse.
Yeah.
I mean, the old Game Boy, you could smash it over someone's head and crack their fucking skull open.
Yeah, and it wouldn't leave a scratch on the damn thing.
Oh yeah, that thing would come out fine. The person would be dead.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Ocarina of Time was the first one I played, and it was the first and, by technicality, the only one I've beaten.
Which one?
Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time, nice. I think the only one I actually ever beat would be, I think, A Link to the Past on the advanced version, the Game Boy Advanced version.
Yeah. Did you do the Palace of the Four Swords?
Huh?
Did you do the Palace of the Four Swords?
No, I don't think so.
There's a way you can do it without connecting with someone. It's a major glitch. I know Josh Jepson showed it off when he did it.
I don't care to play fucking Four Swords, to be honest. Multiplayer Zelda stuff.
No. What I'm
Guys,
saying, the Link to the Past Game Boy Advance, they added a Four Swords Palace, and the only way to get it legitimately is to connect with another friend.
I don't care. I mean, this is my idea of multiplayer multiplayer Zelda. It's like multiplayer Resident Evil. It doesn't work.
Anyway,
And that's
like
proven. Multiplayer Resident Evil doesn't work. It sucks.
yeah, pretty much all the ones that I've legitimately played are 3D Zelda games. Like I played Majora's Mask, gave up around the third temple because fuck water temples. Twilight Princess again gave up at the third temple because fuck water temples again.
Yeah.
And Skyward Sword, I did beat it, but I technically did not do it. One of my friends was more than willing to do it for me, so I pretty much just sat back and watched.
Okay.
Because, again, I gave up around the third temple, even though technically it wasn't a water temple, but it became a habit of mine to just give up after the third temple.
You know, I think I also played Minish Cap for the GBA.
Yeah.
I don't think I played it that much. I think I played it like once.
Yeah. Yeah,
because I just found the cartridge that I have for it.
yeah. So pretty much my entire childhood when it comes to Zelda was spoiled by the 3D games, so I never actually played any of the 2D ones, but I do plan sometime in the future to go back and play A Link to the Past if I can ever find that on the Virtual Console.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, dude. You know how fucking easy it is to find it on a fucking ROM of it?
I mean, I'm sure ROMs, it's easy to do, but I don't like doing ROMs, so...
Why?
Well, one, I'd rather have the actual physical game itself on a home console, and two, the computer I'm working with now is a piece of shit, so I don't think it can run ROMs
It
at
can
all.
run the fucking Super NES ROM, trust me. A computer from fucking early 2000 can run it.
Okay, well, I'll definitely look into that. But, yeah, what I liked about...
Do you have a Game Boy Advanced?
by technicality, I do because I have a DS,
That
and
works.
I can only do Game Boy Advance games on that.
I got the fucking Game Boy Advanced version if you want it.
I mean, yeah, I guess I can borrow that sometime, and I can probably try that out.
Yeah. Link to the Past is a really good game.
So I've heard. I mean, what I've heard, because a lot of people argue either Link to the Past or Ocarina of Time being the best Zelda game ever. The way I break it down is this. A Link to the Past is probably the best 2D Zelda game, whereas Ocarina of Time is the best 3D Zelda game.
I get a better idea. Everybody has their own opinion, just like they have their own asshole. Let them do whatever they want
Really?
with it.
Wow.
That is a weird way to go, man.
No, you've never heard that expression before? An opinion's like an asshole? Everyone's got one?
Really?
Oh,
Something
God.
like that.
Anyway. What I liked about the series, I do like all the different things that they try with each game, and like the fact that Miyamoto knows what the systems are capable of when it comes to these games.
Oh my God.
Especially with Ocarina of Time, because if there isn't a perfect game out there, Ocarina of Time comes pretty damn close to perfect.
I'll tell you the truth, by today's standards, Ocarina of Time sucks balls.
Well, actually, surprisingly, Ocarina of Time to me still stands good when it comes, even with today's standards, because you can forgive the polygon animations because it was one of the first 3D games ever actually made.
I know, I'm saying bringing it up to like today's games, it looks like shit, it plays like shit. I'm not saying it's, in my opinion, it's deadlocked tie between Link in the Past and Ocarina of Time for being the best Zelda game ever.
Yeah.
But if you judge
Which is why I said Link to the Past is best 2D, Ocarina of Time is best 3D. So that way it just ends all arguments.
Fucking Majora's Mask.
Yeah, there's a whole creepypasta about Majora's Mask, which I'm not sure if we'll get into.
God, I fucking hated that game. It was so...
But
I got so far once, and then it's like, oh, the moon's about to shove its face up your ass. Oh, fuck. Doo-doo-doo. Fucking time's going. I have to go back in time. Now I gotta start all that shit over again. I said, fuck this shit.
yeah, yeah, but anyway, with what I liked about the series was like the stories for a lot of the ones I've played are pretty good. Like the different mechanics that they introduced were okay. And just all around, I mean, what's better than just going around slashing things? I mean, really.
Yeah, that was fun.
Especially since you're free to roam and do pretty much whatever the hell you wanted. That's the thing that I love about Zelda is that you pretty much can do whatever you want.
I'll admit, though, I hate Zelda on the fucking Wii.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a lazy fuck. I don't feel like swinging a fucking sword. I'm a gamer and an IT geek.
Yeah,
I don't want
can make
to...
a different joke right now.
fucking swing my arm like some kind of jerk off.
I mean, I know a lot of people like especially the later Zelda games like would complain like, "Oh, Zelda's become a little too linear now." It's like it's not like the original game where you pretty much can go to any dungeon you want. I mean, yeah, that's true. They become linear, but honestly, I'm the type of guy who likes doing things in a certain order. And
the whole linear versus non-linear thing is really an argument that's opinion-based. Some people like linear games, some people like doing whatever the fuck crazy shit you want.
I mean, I do like having some freedom. I just don't like having complete freedom because I would get lost in where to go.
Yeah, I mean, and when people fucking do shit like that, you know, you can literally do whatever bat crazy shit you want, or do the final dungeon first and the beginning dungeon last. The developer's gonna do some really dicky fucking things and just you know, they're gonna hide shit. They're gonna say, you know, they're gonna make it like, well, if you don't do it in this certain way, you don't get this good ending or whatever that you want.
Yeah,
and that's kind of annoying. I mean, I like having different endings, but based upon the decisions you make, not based upon shit you didn't know.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like how the Mass Effect endings were, and like Bioshock endings and shit.
Yeah.
Where, you know, you make certain choices, and at the end of the game, you get certain ending.
Yes.
You know,
I mean,
certain people live and certain people die, shit like that.
I mean, I guess one of the things I didn't like about any Zelda game that I played, fucking water temples. Like, why out of any goddamn video game, pretty much anything that involves water pretty much sucks.
Because water's not your natural element. It's a natural foe, when there's too much of it anyway.
Yeah. But I do like Majora's Mask's swimming physics with the Zora, because that was like pretty good.
Mask. It pissed me off so much.
Yeah, but I can't really think of much else that I really disliked out of the ones I played, because out of the ones I've played, I pretty much love them to death. Like, I can't really find that many things wrong with them. I guess what I hope to see in the future, I mean, aside from proper sequels, I guess, and I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate mail for this, but maybe just a tad bit of voice acting. I mean, not for Link, no. Not for Link. But, like, for any other character.
I wasn't acting for Link.
Because I'm sick...
reading shit.
I mean, I'm sick and tired of having to scroll through text and reading the goddamn thing myself.
I'm sick and tired of fucking silent protagonists. It pisses me off. Like, I get the point of it, really, I do. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. It's stupid. It's a fucking video game. A silent protagonist does not help and or hurt you. I actually like when a protagonist isn't silent. You know why? It makes you feel for the character more, in my opinion. Like, when I know what a character is saying, like what he's thinking and what he's feeling, I have more of an attachment to that character than if I'm supposed to be projecting myself onto that character. I
Yeah,
can't do that. I think it's fucking retarded. Like, I love Serious Sam. I love Duke Nukem and shit. You know why? Because they talk. They say shit. They do shit.
yeah. I mean the. I mean, if they were to get a voice cast for Zelda, who do you think would probably be casted
I don't
for
know.
the English version?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I mean, look at Zelda. Zelda looks like a fucking... Zelda looks like a bitch, to be honest.
I
Zelda
mean, if they
is
were,
a bitch.
I mean, if they were gonna cast
Well, yeah, Zelda
anyone,
looks like a bitch, but I meant to say Link looks like a bitch, too.
yeah. I mean, if they were to get anyone for voice acting, I pray to God they get Tara Strong for Zelda because
Hera Strong.
Tara Strong, yeah, because
I
she's
would
a
like a
really
guy
she's a
voice actor for Link, because Link's a dude.
well, yeah, obviously, but well, unless it's like Ocarina of Time where you start out young and then become an adult, then I can accept a female voice actor for the younger version
Yeah.
because male voice actors can't perfect a young boy's voice anymore.
No, they can't. They really can't. It's hard to do.
It really is. So yeah, I hope they get Tara Strong if they ever decide to cast for voice acting for the next Zelda game or something like that.
I don't know, I kind of hope they, like, I really would like them to remake Ocarina of Time with voice acting and stuff. I think it'd be really cool. And, like, a new, great, nice, like, engine and stuff.
Yeah,
As long as they don't fuck it up like they keep fucking stuff up, I'll be happy.
I mean, the only complaint I could possibly say with the 3DS remake is that they fixed a lot of the glitches that was in the original. But then again, I guess they fixed that come the GameCube release of it.
Wait, they had a GameCube release for what?
Ocarina of Time.
They did?
Yeah, it came with the Master Quest Ocarina of Time along with there were two other games that came with it plus a preview to Wind Waker. I forget what the other two games were.
Shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was like a Master's Collection or something like that.
Ah,
Because the only reason why I know about it because one of my friends outside, like that you guys don't know, has that Master Collection, and I've seen all the games for it. And two, Brain Scratch Comms is doing a current Let's Play of well, not necessarily Let's Play, but playthrough of Ocarina of Time, and they're using the GameCube version.
I actually have seen that. I think I played it because my brother has it.
Uh-huh.
I just forgot about it because I'm an idiot and I'm tired.
I
I had a long fucking week. I've been working and shit now too.
I guess now that I think about it, the only real complaint I would have with Majora's Mask is the saving feature. Because the owl statues only temporarily save your game until you go to another owl statue. But the only way to fully hard save the game is to reset time just so you can do the shit all over again.
Yeah. Fuck you very much, game.
But I did like the fact the ideas they had of incorporating a lot of side quests so you interact with the NPCs more. I mean, it was different, so.
Zelda the MMO.
That would actually be a pretty cool game.
Yeah. Oh god, if Miyamoto decides to make an MMO for Zelda, I don't even know what to say.
Yeah. No, I don't think he would do that. Miyamoto's not dumb, and making a fucking MMO right now is really stupid.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah,
you have a very good, like paying model. Like, no one's gonna pay a fucking subscription fee with fucking, whatchamacallit right now with WoW and shit, because WoW's still kicking everyone's ass.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing we need is another MMO, because I know there were like quite a bit that popped up just within the last year.
Yeah, like within the last year, let's see. I mean, obviously not WoW. WoW didn't pop up in the last year. WoW's been around for a long time. But fucking Mist of Pandaria just came out not too long ago, like I don't know, a month or two ago.
Yeah,
The Old Republic came out within a year and it flopped. A bunch of fucking MMOs are going free to play. I mean,
yeah,
even the Old Republic is going free to play next month, which is awesome because I'm gonna play it free to play and get my Corto 3 out of it.
yeah,
They really should have just went with Corto 3 instead of fucking this Old Republic.
yep,
I mean, you can't have a subscription based MMO and beat WoW right now. You can't do it. You just can't. I mean, even Guild Wars 2 just came out, and it's an awesome MMO. I haven't played it, but this is what I've heard. It's an awesome MMO. Everybody loves it, but it still can't compete with fucking WoW.
yeah.
WoW's the fucking monopoly, you know? WoW's the Microsoft of the MMOs.
Anyway, I guess it's come to that point where we're discussing the timeline.
I had the timeline. This is on Kotaku. You want me to start from beginning to end?
Yeah, we'll start from beginning to end. Warhunter, do you have the timeline up so the viewers can see?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, we'll wait for Warhunter to get the timeline up.
I would go to the one on
I had the
Kotaku.
timeline up when you guys were talking about the other games. So they
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you have the one from Kotaku up or another one? Here,
the one that I
I'll
have is called the official Zelda timeline.
I'll send you the link.
All right. Well,
There you go. There's a link. You gotta scroll down a bit and you'll see it. This is the timeline I'm using.
okay. Well, I guess we'll get this straight once Warner fully has a timeline up for you viewers to see. I mean, if Max was the one recording, I would say and Max is probably going to do editing, post the timeline up here now. But since Warner's recording using a screen,
I have the same thing except it's like a different picture thing, but it's basically the same thing.
I don't think the pictures really matter. It just if we have the games in the order that the timeline says, I think we're good.
Yeah, I don't care as long as the games are in the same timeline order. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I mean, this is supposedly the official one Nintendo released, the one I have up. So
Yeah,
like,
because
if you change
Kotaku
the
is
timeline of Majora's Mask,
a major video game like news website that a lot of people use.
yeah. All right, so I guess we're starting this now.
Yeah.
All right, and with the first game, yeah, the official Zelda timeline released by Nintendo just last year. First game
this
being
one's
Skyward.
lower than last year.
Well, yeah, by the time November comes, it will be a year because that's when Skyward Sword was released. Oh, by the way, viewers, time to play the game. Guess when we record this game.
Guess when we fucking recorded this, Christ. It just fucking won't go up for a fucking few weeks at least. This won't be up till fucking sometime in November, I bet.
Yeah, probably. All right. Anyway, which is probably a good time to release it because it will be a year after the 25th anniversary. So,
who gives a shit?
Anyway, so yeah, first game on the timeline is Skyward Sword. Big surprise because they did announce before it was released that it is going to be the first one in the timeline.
Yeah, that's what I got. Skyward Sword. I didn't play this. I heard great things about it, but you know what? I don't even own a Wii anymore because I got rid of it. I sold it to my brother.
Yeah.
The Wii just pissed me off. It sat there and collected dust and had really no good games.
I mean, supposedly it was supposed to explain a lot of the things that goes on in the later Zelda games, but in all honesty, they really only explained like how
The
Hyrule
Zelda
got
fucking
started.
series is just batshit crazy.
It only really explained how Hyrule got started. Like, it didn't explain like a bunch of different things, even though it was hinted to like things like the creation of Ganondorf.
Yeah, which they never fucking explain, which is annoying. You whoop his ass in like every game almost,
Yeah,
yet they don't explain really who the fuck he is.
yeah. Supposedly, the hint is that for those of you who haven't played it, I am very sorry for the spoiler because it is only a recent game.
Well,
Uh,
I know it's a spoilers. Skip the next like I don't know minute to not hear the spoiler.
okay, so the spoiler is for those of you who still tuned in and actually played the game.
Skip now.
Um, yes, skip now. The final boss, Demise, who comes back after Girahim revives him in the past. Um, Surprise! There's more time travel involved in Zelda,
Jesus
and
Christ, more?
yes,
Fuck.
and and Demise, like once he's defeated, he says that his anger and rage will haunt Zelda and Link's descendants for years to come, and that is the hint to Ganondorf.
Okay. Wait a second.
I am literally not
Zelda
making this
and
up.
Link's
Descendants.
descendants. So don't Zelda and Link hook up in every game?
It's never officially confirmed if they ever do, but like it's been giving mixed signals about it.
Because I mean, they're descendants. The way the games kind of make it out to be is Zelda and Link get married and have kids and whatnot. So their descendants, if they're having kids, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, it says that both of their descendants. It doesn't necessarily mean that they share the said descendants.
Yeah, I know. I'm making a point of the way the games usually are. You got the brave knight saving the princess. Generally, things end with marriage and kids and happily
Yeah.
ever after and whatnot and that bullshit.
I guess that's true.
Although
Yeah.
it's not happily ever after because there's fucking so many different Zelda games. So
Oh, and by the way, welcome back for those of you who skipped for the past minute and a half, maybe.
yeah.
So,
Okay, so the next game in line is Minish Cap, which anyone know anything about this game?
I only know that the only thing I know is the Minish Cap itself, which a lot of quite a few Zelda fans that I really don't consider to be fans at all argue like this being the first game before Skyward Sword was even announced. It was like goes, oh, this is where Link gets his hat. Honestly, if you ever believe this, turn this video off now, because I don't want to hear that bullshit.
Who gives a shit, dude? They're fucking video games.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Um,
I don't like that being the main argument for people of why this is one of the earlier Zelda games in the timeline.
Why?
Because
Once-
for one thing, it's a bullshit reason, and two, in
Well,
Skyward
what's the
Sword, he
fucking
has
reason?
that fucking hat. So yeah, that your theory is just gone.
I don't know what their fucking theory is to defend it or to agree to it.
Supposedly the theory that some Zelda fans came up with Minish Cap being first before Skyward Sword was announced was it's where Link gets his hat.
It's where who gets his hat?
Link. Yeah, you can understand how bullshit that theory is.
No, that can make sense in certain ways.
Yeah, but if that being the only reason why they think it's that early in the timeline, just get the fuck out.
Well, guess what? Before Skyward Sword, Minish Cap was the earliest in the timeline. That's how Nintendo announced it, so
I've never
they
heard
were right either
Nintendo's...
way.
Well, I can accept, like, the description, like, one of the descriptions they have here is where Vaati was born, which I can accept it being there if and only if Vaati was considered to be the villain of the Zelda series before Ganondorf.
Probably.
That's the only way I would accept it.
Okay. So after Minish Cap is Four Swords, which I I thought Four Swords was a link to the past with four Zeldas.
Yeah.
So I don't know how the fuck that makes sense, but whatever.
I mean, yeah. I mean, for those of you who are watching this now, you can probably notice if you're looking at the image that, hey, well, why is Four Swords Adventures not right after Four Swords? Well, we'll get to that later.
I didn't even know Four Swords was canon, to be honest. I
Yeah,
thought that was kind of a spin-off deal.
I personally didn't believe it either. But we will get into something that isn't considered canon.
Right. Okay. So after Four Swords, we have the loved Ocarina of Time.
Yes, which is considered the best 3D Zelda game ever.
Yeah. And
because it got like 9s and 10s of every review I've ever seen. So it was the closest thing to perfect I've ever seen in a video game.
And here's where the timeline gets kind of wacky. It
yes.
off into three different, I guess, three different Legend of Zelda universe.
Three different parallel, alternate realities, as explained by Doc Brown, Back to the Future Part 2.
Right.
But originally a lot of people thought it was only two, where it's the child and adult era. Not a lot of people thought about if the hero was defeated, because it's a freaking video game. The hero's always going to win.
That's not always true.
Well, most cases it is.
I mean, if you play Grand Theft Auto, you're not playing a hero. You're actually playing a bad guy. And the bad guy winds up winning. Protagonist usually wins.
Yes.
Anyway, so I'm going to start with my far right, which is Wind Waker.
Yeah. Yeah, which is the adult era. Which,
No,
in this era, Ganondorf...
You play like young Link in Wind Waker.
Yeah, but according to the timeline, it's the adult era, meaning, it follows after Link as an adult kills Ganondorf.
Oh,
or he gets sealed away. My bad.
All right, whatever.
Because there's no death in Nintendo.
Yeah, that's true. At least it was. So we all know the feelings of Wind Waker.
Which the graphics what turned off a lot of Zelda fans, but in all honesty, it probably had the best story.
Yeah, I've heard that.
For as ironic as it is. Because the story is that Ganondorf once had power, and now he's trying to reclaim that power.
Yeah. Okay, so after that is Phantom Hourglass, and
it is the proper sequel to Wind Waker. So
I don't even know what the fuck that game is, and I don't even know.
It was on the DS.
Spiritual Tracks. I don't know what that is either.
Spirit Tracks. That's technically another sequel of Wind Waker's, but not a lot of fans consider it to be connected to the Wind Waker game. So
I don't even know what those two are. So okay, we're gonna skip to the middle one.
The Child Era, which the Sacred Realms protect it, and Ganondorf is sent to exile.
Yeah. Okay. So there's Majora's Mask,
which is the true sequel to Ocarina of Time.
Fuck that game.
Right.
After Majora's Mask is Twilight Princess.
Which Jack in the Box surprise, Ganondorf's back.
Isn't Link like a teenager in that game or something?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then there's Four Swords Adventures, which Four Swords Adventures and Four Swords are different games?
Yeah, apparently.
The fuck?
I don't know. I don't even know how to begin on that one.
Probably
all right.
What it is Four Swords is when he first gets the sword, and Four Swords Adventures is after the adventure when he gets the sword.
Okay. And that's apparently after Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's get to, I guess, which is technically the most canon.
Yeah, the heroes defeated the timeline.
Yeah, and that goes from Ocarina of Time to A Link to the Past.
Yeah, which is considered the best 2D Zelda game.
Yes. Um, then it's Oracle's series, the
Yeah,
Oracle.
the Oracle games, yes.
Yeah, which there's two
Which,
of them, a red one and a blue one or something.
yeah, Seasons and Ages. Which, in order to get the true ending, you have to play both and connect them together. So,
That sounds like such a pain in the balls.
yeah.
Okay, then there's Link's Awakening.
Which was the true sequel to A Link to the Past. So,
Yeah. Then there's The Legend of Zelda back on the Super Nintendo, which is the
no,
first
The
actually.
original NES back in 1986.
Yeah,
Original
yeah,
NES.
original
Yes.
one for the Nintendo, and that was the first Zelda game to ever come out.
Yes.
And then the true sequel, and this is the end of all the games, The Legend of Zelda 2.
Adventure of Link. Yes.
Yeah.
Which at the which a lot of people consider the Adventure of Link to be like the black sheep of the series. But fans have to remember at the time there was only two Zelda games, which was the original and this one. So really, they didn't have a system to go by back then.
Now, because they tried something with Zelda, it worked. For some reason, they changed it and fucked it up. I don't know why game companies do this, but they do. They take something that worked and then fuck it up. I don't know why they do it. I don't know how they can feasibly screw it up bad, but they do it. They still do it today. They've done it for over 20 fucking years.
Yes.
It's astounding. It's like you had a good idea, then you took it and you fucked it up. How?
Yeah. Yeah, but for those of you who remember every single Zelda game, including the bad ones, guess what's not on the timeline?
I don't know.
The CDI games.
Well, because no one fucking played them.
Well, that and it's not canon because it technically wasn't Nintendo's own games. Because,
Yeah, CDI wasn't even fucking Nintendo.
Yeah, Philips, and Sony were partners with Nintendo trying to build, like a disc drive kind of thing or a CD expansion to the N64. Both of them, they didn't work. So Philips made a system, the CDI, which Nintendo actually gave them the rights to their characters to use, whereas Sony, they didn't. And we can obviously which of the two had more progress.
But alright. So that's the Zelda timeline. A giant clusterfuck of what the fucks.
Yes.
Nice way to put it.
Yes, and for those of you watching who are still lineaists, which are people who believe that Zelda timeline is just one straight line, guess what? Nintendo says you're wrong. So how do you feel about that?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 games are in a straight line, and then it breaks off to 3 separate paths.
Exactly. So all lineage theories are false. I mean, it was false ever since, I think around Majora's Mask or Wind Waker came out, or maybe Twilight Princess, that Ocarina of Time... Because Miyamoto officially confirmed that after Ocarina of Time, when it comes to the Zelda timeline, it splits. He confirmed this before the timeline was even released.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get technical, when it actually first, when it first does split, it splits with Majora's Mask because you got Ocarina of Time, then it split, then it goes down and splits. Then there's a Link to the Past, and there's Majora's Mask. So that's where it would first split, in between, after Ocarina of Time, and with Majora's Mask, where it goes straight down and then, goes over with Link to the Past, and it's confusing and weird and just fucking stupid.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much the Zelda timeline in a nutshell, so...
It is a clusterfuck of what the fuck.
Yep. Could not have said it better myself. But at any rate, I guess final thoughts on the series, and we'll wrap this up.
I think it's a good series. It definitely has its spot in gaming history. Um, no one can ever say anything else. It's a good game series. It's a long game series. It's a fucking confusing game series, and it has a very, very important and long-lasting, spot in gaming history. And anyone who denies it's a fucking idiot.
Yes.
Plain and simple. Zelda has changed the way games have been made since Zelda was first made. Even today, it's changing the way games are made. And games are looked at, and puzzles are made, and puzzles are looked at, and it's actually very nice. I mean, there are games today that are actually compared to Zelda, The Legend of Zelda. One game is Darksiders. Now, personally, I don't compare games together. Yeah, they have similarities, but whatever, it doesn't matter. A game's a game. But I know a lot of people compare the new game Darksiders to one of to the Legend of Zeldas. I know Total Habit or Total Biscuit, whatever, does. He says basically Darksiders is a darker version of Legend of Zelda. Personally, I've met people who disagree, like my brother. I personally don't care. They're both good games, so what the fuck does it matter? Though I'll admit, I would like to see an adult version of Zelda, like an adult game of Zelda.
Well, they did come close with Twilight Princess because it was teen rated.
No, I mean like an M-rated fucking Zelda game, where he just stabs his sword through a motherfucker's torso and twists.
Yeah.
His sword is covered in blood and shit.
Yeah.
I think that'd be very interesting because most of the people who play Zelda, who are hardcore fans of it, started back on the Super Nintendo or even before. Anyone who started back on the Super Nintendo was, older than us. The only reason like me, and I'm 20, the only reason I started on The Legend of Zelda is because my brother owned the games. My brother's 28. Shit, he'll be 29 in January, I'll be 21 in May, and, I don't want to see any more kid Zelda games. I want to see Zelda grow up. I want to see Zelda become mature and, not like, oh, blood and guts and fucking kill and blowing up shit. I want to see actual maturity,
Yes.
It doesn't have to be an M-rated game. It can be a T-rated game with actual maturity, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're good enough at story writing, you can do it with an E-rated game, to be honest. But
Right.
I want to see real life maturity, real life development. I want to see Zelda get fucked up.
Yeah.
I want to see Zelda too, but I want to see Link just fucking get fucked up from the shit he does.
Yeah.
Actual he's actually making a difference. Like he's actually changing and becoming kind of like a battle-hardened warrior and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, even though, he's an elf kid that starts killing shit until he's an adult.
Yeah.
and saves Hyrule and shit. I mean, you don't come out of that a free-hearted kid, or, whatever. You come out of that
that should change you.
Motherfucker,
Yeah.
Like, I want to see more of the horrors of war types of games,
Yeah.
Like, I want to see more games kind of like Spec Ops The Line, where you can actually see and you feel the characters changing in the game. They go from one thing and then they're like fucked up at the end.
Yeah.
Like, there was a game that was supposed to come out a couple years ago called 6 Days in Fallujah or something, and it was supposed to show the real horrors of war. I want games like that. I want games that show emotion.
So, what I'm getting at is you want a mature Zelda game, but you don't want it to be like Resident Evil or Conker's Bad Fur Day kind of mature.
Resident Evil maturity is okay because there is progression. Those characters do change. Those characters are fucked up by the end of those games.
Well, I meant because of the gore and stuff.
Well, I don't. I mean, you can have the gory stuff. I just don't want it to be over the top. Like stupid gore.
Like
I
Mortal
mean,
Kombat, I guess.
yeah, kind of. I mean, like he's fucking swinging a sword. You swing a sword and you hit a dude in the throat. His fucking head comes off. It's
Yeah.
that simple. There's blood splurting out and shit. That's just what happens when you whack a motherfucker in the throat with a sword.
Yeah. And I said Conker's Bad Fur Day is maturity as well because that's basically just totally human kind of thing.
That's piss shit and that's high schooler maturity.
Yes.
I want actual maturity, adult maturity, not stupid kid what kids think mature is.
Yeah.
Because I don't give a fuck about what kids think mature is. I'm not a kid. I'm a man.
Yep.
You're a man. We're all men here.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you at the end of this recording, War Hunter.
Bring it
Yeah,
on,
you dick.
bitch.
We're recording. That was fucked up. But, the thing is, I'm tired of kid games. I'm tired of games like Call of Duty where you're playing a guy who runs around, you kill thousands of fucking people, and you come at the end like, hell yeah, we did a great job. No, you would be fucked up after that. You would be in a mental institution after killing 1,000 fucking people.
Yeah.
That would not be a happy ending of, yay, we saved the world. No, even if you killed 1,000 guys, the world's probably still in a shitty, fucked up position.
Yeah. All right. I guess that's it for you.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm sorry. I took up a lot of time. I went on a 15 fucking minute rant there.
That's all right. Warner, your final thoughts?
Don't really have anything, really.
Not even based around the ones you've played so far.
Nah, not really.
I guess my final thoughts. I mean, yeah, I will agree. More
Also,
short.
they need to confirm that Zelda and Link fuck.
I'm sure the DeviantArt community is already on that.
Like, they need to confirm it in game. I mean, Jesus Christ, he saves this bitch's life how many times now? And he hasn't even gotten a little.
Well, I think that's the thing with a lot of like heroes in games. It's like they save like the damsel in distress so many times, yet they never get any.
Well, it's implied that they don't get any, but I mean, it's kind of also implied that they do eventually.
Because you can't have really adult themes in kids' games.
Yeah.
Although some tried to get away with it.
Yeah, some do.
Yeah. But anyway, I guess my final thoughts. I mean, like I said, with more mature Zelda game, definitely can see that. Definitely want to see some voice acting involved, if it's possible. I know a lot of fans are going to disagree with us on that one. But all in all, I guess all I can say is Nintendo, keep at what you're doing because you're doing pretty much a fantastic job with every Zelda game you personally created. And hopefully we get to see, more mechanics, new thought out puzzles, stuff like that in the next Zelda game on the Wii U.
I hope the fucking Wii U doesn't suck like the Wii did.
From what I saw, it does look pretty good.
It looks very interesting, but you know what? The Wii looked interesting too. But it sucked cock.
Actually, the Wii is pretty fun, man.
No, it's not. I played the Wii. It was not fun. I'm a fat fucker. I don't want to flail around like a jerk off. I want to sit there in comfort and play my game, and then go to bed. I'm tired. I don't get home till like fucking 6 o'clock at night every day. I don't want to come home and have to flail my arms around like a jerk off. I'm already fucking tired. I'm gonna sit in a chair and grab my controller and play a fucking video game. For an hour. Do my work, and then just go to bed.
I'm guessing you never bothered with any of the Virtual Console games or played Smash Brothers or Mario Kart Wii then.
I played Smash Brothers. I mean, yeah, there was just a few games out of the bunch, you know.
Well, well, if you count all the virtual console games, it's still quite a lot.
What virtual? Oh, you mean I didn't play the virtual consoles because I didn't give a shit.
Also, Punch Out for the Wii. You can do just the Wii remote, and you don't have to flail or shit like that. You can just press buttons.
Again, I didn't play the Wii that much because there were $60 fucking games on the system that I didn't want to play.
50, not 60.
Whatever. $50, 50, 60, tomato-ish.
Well, although the Wii U, from what I saw
It's still
so far,
a lot of fucking money.
well, what I saw so far with the Wii
Game.
U, what I saw so far with the Wii U, based on the pre-orders that you can do now, I don't know why you could pre-order the games when you probably don't even have the system yet.
I gotta say, I want games to get fucking cheaper.
But
I mean, I know they actually have gotten cheaper relatively over time, or they've kind of stayed the same. But games aren't that hard to print anymore. You're not printing them on like a $10 cartridge. You're printing them on a fucking 3-cent disc.
yeah,
I mean, I'll admit there's a lot of people working to program these fuckers, and there's money that gets thrown into research and development, but not to justify a $60 fucking game. It's fucking ridiculous of how expensive video games are. Especially when you have to buy a console that's a few $100, or if you're a PC gamer, you have to upgrade your rig every few fucking months, which is hella expensive. It's fucking expensive as hell to build a new PC every year. You know, like each year if I had the money, I'd spend like $2,000 on a fucking new computer just because I could. But I can't do that. I actually haven't been able to even upgrade my computer in like 2 years. It pisses me off.
yeah,
And that's one thing I dislike about video games is it's fucking an expensive hobby sometimes. Like,
yeah.
it's not as expensive as some hobbies, but goddamn.
Yeah. I mean, what I was going to say was that the Wii U, from what I saw based on the pre-orders, the games for the Wii are going to be $60, just like every other company's system.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying. I mean, I don't feel like putting $60 down on a game, especially when a lot of games today end in like fucking 7 hours. It's like if I'm paying $60 for a game, I want to get 40 hours out of that fucker. You know, I
Well,
want to get Skyrim hours out of that game. Like
well,
Skyrim, I paid
well,
$60 for Skyrim, and you know what? I'd have paid 120, and I'd have still felt like I got a hell of a good deal.
well, to be fair, a lot of the games like depend on the replayability factor, where it's like, do you want to play this again? Maybe with friends or something like that. So
No, a lot of games today are going the multiplayer route, like Call of Duty's mainly multiplayer. It'll have
again, the replayability. Like, do you want to play this game ever again?
yeah, and a lot of games are just like, no, I don't want to play them again. That's why there's not a lot of games I've played more than 2 or 3 times, just because they weren't as good as they should have been. Like, there's games like fucking the Knights of the Old Republic games, like BioShock, the Fable franchise, except for the third one, that I played like at least 10 playthroughs out of all of them, and it was fun every time. Like, I probably played Fable the Lost Chapters and the original Fable combined like maybe 50 playthroughs, and it never got old. It was always fun. And I mean, Fable the Lost Chapters, when I bought it, was like $20. The Fable game, when I bought it, was like, I don't know, $25. There's other games that have a lot of replayability too. Like, that's one reason I like MMOs too, because I'll play an MMO, and they don't really end, so you kind of do get your money's worth if it's a good MMO and you can keep playing it. I guess I don't really like MMOs anymore because a lot of them, they're all fucking WoW clones and they're annoying. I want something new and interesting.
Yeah.
Fucking no, not something that's trying to be WoW and kill it at the same time because it's not gonna work. You can't be WoW to kill WoW because WoW already exists. You got to make something new and innovative to kill WoW.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's gonna do it for another couple years though, at least.
Yeah. I guess to finally close this off, if like Warner wants to play like the Legend of Awesome, like from Ego Raptor, real quick, we can probably just end it on that.
Like,
The
want me to
Legend
play
of
it on the
Awesome?
podcast?
What?
Want me to play that video on this podcast?
Yes, please do.
So
The
what
fuck
is
is
it
the
called?
Legend of
Legend of
Awesome?
Awesome?
The Legend of Awesome. You
Yeah.
can find it
Never
on
heard of it.
Newgrounds. You can find it on Newgrounds or YouTube, either one. It's done by
YouTube.
Ego
Trust
Raptor.
Newgrounds.
What?
I don't trust Newgrounds. I'll do YouTube.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube right now.
Yeah, Newgrounds is not exactly a good website.
Well, it was for
No,
Raptor stuff,
no,
but
no, never was a good website.
Yeah, it's about the
Actually, did you know the guy
Legend
who
of
runs
Awesome.
who made Newgrounds is actually from Bucks County?
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, one of the dudes I go to college with knows the guy.
Wow, shit.
Yeah, we didn't know him. He went to high school with him though. At like I don't know, fucking Nesham near Pennsbury or something.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, guys, the video's up.
Alright.
The Legend of Awesome. Swing.
Hey, get up! 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 Get up!
Dude, seriously, shut up!
You have to save the world.
That's fan-fucking-tastic.
It's your responsibility.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Ow, jeez, this hurts!
Here's a sword and shield. Go hit stuff.
Cool. Whoa, this is pretty intimidating.
Yeah, look, I don't really care, so go inside and save the world.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. Cool, I found a bomb. Holy shit, what do I do? Oh.
You save the world.
Woohoo. The Awesome series was created by Ego Raptor for Newgrounds.com and EgoRaptor.net.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, yeah, all credits to Ego Raptor for that video. Thank you so much. If you guys like this podcast, feel free to subscribe to our channels, whether it be our solo channels or this channel in particular.
Subscribe to War Hunter!
Wait, shouldn't we talk about what we're gonna do with our channels in the next so on or whatever?
I guess, I mean, and you guys want to start with that?
I'm gonna be blowing shit up.
As usual.
Yeah.
Asa?
Oh. I haven't put any content up in a while. Like, I mean, a long fucking time. Like, I don't know, a year or two now.
So basically, you're the Proton John of our group.
Kind of. I mean, I'm trying to, I'm really busy right now because of school and work and everything.
Yeah.
So on my channel, there's probably not going to be anything for a while. I might start trying to do a weekly vlog or something, just to talk about video games every now and again and just bullshit. I've been writing a story. I might put that up on a blog or something once I finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have two really cool stories I'm writing. Well, I think they're cool. I have two stories I'm writing. One's about a serial killer, and one's about like a zombie apocalypse or something. They're both right now in their really early stages, and I'm probably gonna rewrite both of them because I was writing them to be very long, and now I kind of want to write them to be pretty short, just to write short stories. I'm I might put up some content of a game called Faster Than Light, or well, it's really called FTL, Faster Than Light. I might record that, maybe. Um, it's hard to find time to record, and my computer is, like I've said before, shitty. It's not shitty, but it's not meant for recording anymore. It's old, so it can't really record newer games or any kind of game that's hard to run. Plus, the compression and everything I do takes time up like a motherfucker. Um, so that's what I'm hoping to do. Whether I'll be able to do it or not, I don't know because again, I work um Tuesday through Friday, and I go to school Monday through Friday, so I get my weekends off, and I'm so fucking beat tired on my weekends. I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit my ass down, play some video games, and I know what you say, well, oh, if you're going to play some video games, why not you just record it? Well, because recording kills my memory and recording kills my fucking computer. So playing certain video games is a real pain in the ass. And then again, I have to compress it. Compression is making a video file much smaller than it already is. And that can take up a 15-minute video will take up to maybe 3 to 4 fucking hours, maybe longer, depending on, what quality the video is in, depending what game it is, stuff like that. There's a lot of factors that go into it. I promise once I get a better computer and once I get time, I will put out as much fucking content as I humanly possibly can. Because I feel bad that I haven't put a goddamn thing up, not even a vlog up, in over a year or two. The closest thing to putting anything up is the podcast and the Let's Plays. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm taking up a lot of time.
Yeah, it's alright.
With my rants, but
I mean,
feel,
we have unlimited time, so you can pretty much go whenever you want.
yeah, I mean, I feel I owe everybody an explanation if they've been wondering where the fuck is my content.
Yeah. Once again, the Proton John of our group.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm gonna say something else too. I've been depressed for a really long time, so that also makes it really hard to do content because you're just not in the right frame of mind.
Yeah, you can probably tell us what it is off camera, like once we're done recording.
No, it's just I'm depressed. It's clinical depression. It's not for any particular reason. It's just air. It comes and it goes. I know I did a video about it a very long time ago. I got better from then, and then I got worse. The shit going on in my life doesn't help. Some of it helps, actually, because some of the shit going on in my life is pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Other stuff makes it a pain in the ass. I've been having a tough time with school and work and just balancing my life and money issues. I've been having some health issues as well. Nothing life-threatening, but it's just problems that I need to get a doctor to look at, and I need to get some, I need to get MRI or an X-ray, stuff like that. But yeah, once I can, again, I'm going to put out tons of content. I'm going to do older games because that's mainly what I have. Right now, honestly, the newest game I have, which actually is fairly new, is Dishonored. To be honest, when I can, I'm doing a fucking playthrough of that because, God, it is so much fun to play. Because I love just how you can, in one mission, you can do it in 50 different ways for every mission. and there's a bunch of missions, and it's really awesome. Like you can sneak, you can go in guns blazing and shit.
Yeah.
Um,
And what game is this?
it's called Dishonored.
Okay.
It's got cel shaded graphics, and I know a lot of people don't like that.
Yeah.
Or man, they may not be cel shaded exactly, but they're kind of a form of it. Um, um, it is such a fun game. I've been playing it. I don't get to play a games a lot. I've had the game for like maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I've only been able to put fucking 7 hours into it. Oh, mind you, if you play it right, it is actually a very long game. I know people have beaten it in like 4 hours. If you beat this game in 4 hours, you're not doing any cool shit, and you're a fucking idiot. Because you can do so much cool shit. You get all these powers where you can just break the game and shit, and it's awesome, and I love it so fucking much. You get wall hacks. You get this teleport thing. You can possess people. Um, you can summon a swarm of fucking rats that just kill and just kill and eat people. It's really cool. You can stop fucking time.
All right.
I'm sorry, I'm almost done.
Uh,
And that is literally the newest game I have because I actually got in trouble for buying that too because I have low money. But it was so much. It was so worth it. The game has been so much fun. The story is actually very interesting too, which is awesome.
hmm
The game has actually some very big actors and voice actors in it too. Um, I can't think of any of their names right now. There's one I can. Like, there's this one little girl in the game called Emily or something, and she's voiced by the chick who played the fuck is her name? Hit Girl from Kick-Ass or something. Who's actually a very good actress. I like her as an actress. She's really good.
Hmm.
Because I've seen her in other movies too, and she's pretty good. Which is weird. You usually don't come across child actors that are any good, so that's kind of nice. Um, and there's some other big name actors and voice actors in it, and it's really cool. I suggest picking it up and playing it highly. I really wish I could bring content about the game. But again, I don't have the time to. Like I said, I've had the game for over 2 or 3 weeks, and I've seriously only been able to play 7 hours of it. When normally I used to be able to play a game for 7 hours in one day.
hmm
I can barely get that in 3 fucking weeks. Which, 3 weeks times 24 is fucking however many hours. That's over a couple hundred hours, I think.
Yeah.
Um, because I work so much and I make so little money. And
Yeah.
I seriously spent in one week like $300 and shit. And $300 was two of my full paychecks, and it was 2.5 of my full paychecks. I'm actually finally gonna make some money for the first time. Because I frivolously bought a bunch of shit which I shouldn't have, and that's my fault to be honest. But Dishonored was one of those frivolous things, and I'm so glad I did buy it.
Yeah.
There's actually two other games I want to buy: Borderlands 2 and XCOM: Enemy Unknown. Um, Goddamn, we've almost been doing this for 2 hours, and I've been ranting for the past 20 minutes. People are getting me. They're probably screaming, "Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!" So
I didn't want to say anything.
I know. So I'm actually gonna wrap up now. Sorry again. I'm sorry for my lack of content. Like I said, I'll try to start doing a daily blog, not a daily, a weekly vlog or whatever. And I'm gonna pass it on to Joe, Coda.
Mm-hmm. All
Uh,
right.
all
Yeah.
your
I mean, not really much of anything new as far as my channel solely goes. I mean, I did technically upload a video today, but that was because like it hasn't been officially confirmed yet, but I am somewhat working on a collab project with Alu, another YouTuber out there. Yeah, we're gonna like collab and do like a song together. So I don't know how the hell that's gonna work.
Oh God.
Please, for the love
Dick move.
of what the hell are you doing?
I said, oh God. Like God help us.
So what was your dick move?
You said you were working on a song, and I said, oh God, kind of like God help us.
You son of a bitch.
I'm actually working on the song too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also like, as far as songs go, I'm writing. Like, I still have to finish it. I'm like writing an original like rap song about Pokemon. So.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Well, from the people that I showed it to so far, except for one person, they all said it was pretty good. What I have so far.
I got a question. Have either of you guys played that PETA Pokemon?
Oh God! Please don't bring that up.
What the heck is this?
Pokemon Black and Blue, developed by PETA. Oh God! For the viewers watching, please do not play it at all. Don't even look it up. Do not even look it up. Basically, I can sum it up like this: PETA. It was an attempt by PETA to protest a video game. Yet again. The reason why I say yet again, because they've done it before, just last year, with freaking Super Mario 3D Land.
Super Mario 3D Land?
Yeah, they were protesting because of the fact that Mario had the Tanuki suit.
Jesus Christ. It's a fucking video game.
Yeah, next time PETA protests a video game, they're like, no one's going to take them seriously at all anymore.
I mean, I will admit, though, Pokemon kind of does, if you look at it right, promote animal abuse.
I mean,
Why was
sure.
he making fun of Pokemon or hating it?
because to them it promotes animal abuse because it's about capturing these basically animals and battling them.
Yeah.
So they think it's to the death. Which
basically glorified cockfights.
Yeah. Although in Pokemon they do explain it in the lore how these Pokemon battle by nature anyway.
Yes, they do.
And they actually like to be captured and trained and loved and whatnot. I mean,
yes.
If you see the anime, Pikachu and Ash love each other, and it's like an actual pet relationship.
Yeah, and like Pikachu, like if you've noticed from the anime, he never is in a Pokeball, aside from when he first got out.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
because like Ash was like, it's like, oh, Pikachu, you want to go to the Pokeball? You want to go to the Pokeball? Oh, no. Okay.
Like, fuck no, Zach.
It's like, yeah, we'll do it your way. We'll do it your way.
And if you do actually look at the lore of Pokemon do need to battle, or they're like severely depressed.
Yeah, their happiness is based on them battling.
It is. So I mean, Pete is kind of just retarded. Though I understand the idea. It does kind of teach little kids that animal abuse is kind of okay.
I mean, I first played the game when I was like 7 or 8 years old. I did not abuse my cat at all.
Yeah.
So
I get what they're saying. They're saying it in a stupid, fucking retarded, idiotic way. Yes. But what do you want? It's fucking PETA. They're fucking crazy.
Yeah. For more of our Pokemon discussion, check out the Pokemon podcast that we did like months ago.
There's a fucking Pokemon podcast?
Yeah, it was up like months ago.
Jesus Christ. You got to start telling me which podcasts are going to be which.
Actually, I'm not sure if we uploaded.
No, we did.
Oh, we did.
You uploaded it you uploaded it the day we recorded it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Mike, that was another podcast that you said you were like busy with work or something like that.
Yeah. Fucking school's got me so busy, it sucks balls.
Yeah. But at least you get to be part of some podcast, so be happy with that.
Yeah, next podcast we gotta do, or that I'm on, we gotta do like Resident Evil or something.
I mean, yeah, I mean, that's getting close to an anniversary collection sometime soon.
Well, we don't have to do it at anniversary. I mean, we're a fucking gaming podcast. We can talk about whatever the fuck we want when it's gaming related. Anyway,
Well, yeah, true.
if
I mean,
we
like,
if we want to fucking talk about Pong, bitch, we'll talk about Pong.
that would be a 2-minute podcast.
Or if we want to talk about fucking Custard's Revenge, we'll talk about it.
All right. Anyway,
Please tell me you know what that game is.
I've heard of it. I've never actually seen it.
Look it up on YouTube. It's so hilarious.
Okay, I will. I will after this podcast. Anyway, I guess other projects that I'm working on aside from the Lazy Dreamer stuff, I still am working on completing Epic Mickey. For those of you who didn't tune in to my posts and stuff like that, and I will say this right now, I'm only going to continue with the painter path. I'm not going to do the thinner or any alternative versions unless I get a lot of requests for it. That's the only way I will do all the rest. Because literally, I had to redo the game at least 3 to 5 times on the same goddamn file. Because recording fails or I fucked up somewhere, and I didn't want to go through the entire game again, so I had to delete the file, redo the game up to that point, just to get what I missed.
God, that sucks.
And literally, I am sick of the game already now.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I will occasionally do some rant videos. I'm in the works of talking with a couple people I know down in Drexel to possibly get like an actual like show up, like kind of like a review show kind of thing. Not sure what I'm going to review yet. I mean, I could probably do like video games, movies, TV shows, just whatever the frick I want. This is my show. And
Bitch, this is our show too.
Yes, I know. Well, I was saying with the show that I'm going to work on, it's going to be my show, so I'll do I'll review whatever the hell I want.
You mean on your Coda channel?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we should make like a review podcast, like where we just review whatever the fuck we want, like movies and video games and shit.
I mean, yeah, we can probably do that.
I mean, I don't know if we should do that on the Lazy Dreamers or like a separate channel, but I think that's a pretty interesting idea to like give out our reviews and our opinions and on video games and just kind of argue our points and whatnot for what games we think are good and what games we think are just trashy shit.
Well,
just abominations.
Well, if it's video game related, we could probably keep it on this channel. But anything else,
like movies and comics and kind of geeky shit too.
All right. I guess we can probably make a separate channel for that. We'll have to come up with a name sometime in the future, and hopefully it's not taken.
I mean, I don't know. Could we do that on the Lazy Dreamers?
I mean, we could probably get away with the video game ones on the Lazy Dreamers since you did say it's a video game channel.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, I know, I know, I did say that, and that's true. This is a video game channel.
But I don't know. Like, we could probably dabble in a little bit, and if the viewers want us to review pretty much anything,
I mean, we will do what the viewers want. I mean, if you want us to fucking talk about politics, we'll talk about politics. I don't know why you'd want that, but I'm just saying, if you want us to talk about something that's not video games, let us know and we'll fucking talk about it. It's that simple. But yeah, I mean, for video game reviews and stuff, we could totally just make that a segment of our current thing, which would be easy.
Yes. I mean, all after that, I mean, I do have other games that I plan to do for my channel in the future. I just want to get Epic Mickey done first and just be done with the game. Because I don't want to ever pick it up again once I'm done.
Is it that bad?
It's not bad. I'm just sick and tired of replaying the game over and over again. Because I cannot begin to count how many times I played this game already. Just to record. like I do have one part pre-recorded still, but I'm gonna hold on it until I can get more. Till I have time to record more parts because I want to have at least a couple as backup in case if I can't get the time to record again for quite a while. So yeah, part 8 of Epic will come as soon as I can get down to recording again
Yeah, I know. I
for
mean,
other parts.
I really wish I had money to build a new computer so I could record footage. 'Cause, I mean, like right now, I have a two quote unquote computer setup because I have my computer and my laptop, but neither of them can record while playing video games because the recording shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it takes so long to upload. I mean that's the nice thing about having two computers. What I can do is record on my good computer, transfer the files over to my laptop, and with my laptop I can compress the files and then upload them to YouTube. But I can't do that right now because neither computer is good for playing video games and recording at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, really, that's all I can say for my channel. I mean, there are quite a bit of Wii games I could probably do in the future. But really, that's other than Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo. Like, that's really every game that I would do is probably for the Wii because even though yes, there is a 3DS capture card now, I personally do not have the money to get it, nor do I think I would have the right programs to actually use it properly, where I would be able to record 3DS games. So if I do get the money, I probably will do 3DS games in the future. And as far as this channel's updates, we are working on 3 different projects at once. All of them are Let's Plays. I will give hints to what those projects are. One,
What are we working on?
I'll tell you what the games are after the podcast. I want to keep the suspense for the viewers because I don't want to show anything yet. One, I will give hints. One is a Mario game. The other 2 are not. I want the viewers to be able to guess what they are. And
Well, the fucking hints then, and me too, because maybe I can guess them.
well, the reason why we're working on 3 different projects, the one that is the Mario game, that is our first choice for the second project. However,
The one that is, didn't we just finish the Mario game?
yeah, but one of the next projects is a Mario game as well.
Fucking another one.
Yeah, well, it's a lot better, and if you were actually part of it, the hint I can give you is that you could probably benefit well being a dick in.
I can?
Yes.
I called in.
Dude, I am the dick. I am just always the dick. You know that.
Yes. Yeah,
I'm the fucking TV of our group.
Yes. Yeah, but
That's
because
not British.
yeah, but because you've been absent with our Let's Plays as of late, I basically have been filling the dick role for you, especially with this
You can't
game.
do it as good as me because I have no remorse, and I'm funnier than you. Just admit it.
And also, you
Anyway.
like to be a dick.
Anyway, the other 2 projects that are not Mario games, one of them is a more recent game. The other one has been around for a couple of years. And yes, they are all three of them are Wii games.
Goddamn Wii.
But anyway, the reason why we started three different projects, because, like I said, our initial second project, the one that is a Mario game on the Wii, at the time, we've only recorded in one session up to about close to the halfway point of the game. But we haven't been able to meet up all together at once, because you kind of need more people for it. So we started another project, which was just me and Matt, aka MJ4107, which is the recent game. And the third project, me and MJ started like right after we were done recording Mario Party 2, because we said, why the hell not? We got nothing better to do. But we were putting that one on hold until one of us can get a certain game for the series and has all the data for it. Because, God, I do not want to play that game for over 20 hours just to get everything. And I'm sure the viewers are probably guessed by the obvious hints I've been giving. Well, at least except for one of them.
I don't know. I can't figure it out.
But anyway, yeah, that's what's coming up.
Bless
So
you.
once
Bless
all
you.
three of those projects are done, we'll probably move on to something else.
Bless you. Jesus Christ, man. Mason loves you.
Yeah. Maybe it will be another Wii game. Maybe it will be on a different system. You won't know till we know.
Shit, Hunter, you alright?
Nah, I'm sick.
All right. So I guess that wraps it up. Ending this podcast after over 2 hours. This has been Conan 9001.
The Wool Hunter.
AZA921.
And we've been the Laser Dreamers. Thank you all so much for watching. And we hope you tune in for the rest of our LPs and what's to come.